right, take two. I just passed 25 months no drinking alcohol. Never say that you just stop drinking because you die if you stop drinking, but I quit drinking alcohol 25 months ago. And I was looking back on it in that 2 years, and it's kind of funny because I can see in that first year I had this big, deep, burning passion that I wanted to share this new thing in my life with everybody. And that's kind of tapered a little bit. However, I was thinking, what still really excites me about it? Because there's nothing but positives, guys. There is absolutely zero negatives to taking alcohol out of your life. Zero. What's the positives that still get me excited? So I'm going to give you the top two things that are my favorites about taking alcohol out of the equation, and the number one thing that was the most impactful, while maybe not my favorite. All right. Number one, guys, I feel good. I don't feel like crap. I spent 10 years thinking I suffered from chronic fatigue syndrome or something because I felt like crap all the time. I would sleep 12 hours, wake up tired. It affected my health and all kinds of high blood pressure, diabetes. There was a whole lot of reasons I felt like crap. And it all came down to alcohol being such a prevalent part of the equation in my life. And I can't tell you how often now I'll wake up, or I'll just be driving down the road or sitting out in the woods, and I think, man, I feel good. I feel physically and mentally good. That's my number one favorite thing about taking alcohol out of my life. It's a poison, guys. It's a toxin. It metabolizes in your body into acetaldehyde, which is actually a toxic poison. That's why it's called intoxicated. And the effects on your body and your psyche, you don't realize until you get on the other side of that. So, number one favorite thing, without a doubt. I feel great, man. Number two favorite thing. I really think this is valid. It allows me to see the future. All right. Maybe I can't see your future, but I see my future not only a lot more clearly, but I have vision now that when I'm thinking about an unhealthy decision or something I need to improve on, I'm not just going to let that slide because I know I can see where that's going to lead me in the future. Alcohol, for example, it crosses my mind every once in a while. Well, I could have a couple beers, right? No, I absolutely know in some period of time, I would be right back to daily drinking and depressed and anxiety ridden and feeling like crap. So, number one, I feel great. Number two, I can see clearly into my own future in a way that I couldn't before, and that is completely valid, guys. When the AAers talk about the fog lifting, there's more to that than you can realize if you're on the other side of it. All right. And probably the number one most impactful thing in this whole experience thus far has been the fact that probably for the first time in my life, I've gotten genuinely honest with myself. I can see the good and the bad, what I need to work on. What do I have to do to achieve these goals that I set for myself? And I never really had that honesty before. I've always been kind of a bullshitter, apparently. And I'm done bullshitting myself. That has allowed me to create a whole new life for myself. I literally decided that life was so toxic, the life that I created for myself, that I needed a new life. Taking alcohol out of the equation allowed me to do that because it allowed me to be honest with myself and start pushing myself, holding myself actually accountable. I've always been big about my personal integrity, but the person I lied to the most and the worst was myself. Don't do that, guys. I say it a lot, but the only person stopping you from creating positive change in your life is you. Change that, guys. That's a fact. Nobody is stopping you from creating positive changes in your life. You are your only true stumbling block. Set goals, take action, start today, start walking. Decide what's important in your life, what your values are. Maybe it's spending more time creating art or playing music or family time, something besides working and paying bills. All right, guys. That's what I believe is building a life worth living, is finding out what you value and putting your energies into that with a sober mind. For the first time in my life, with a clear vision, I can put my energy into something positive. And I hope you experience the same. You could be sober curious, you know. I only drink on the weekends. You don't realize the impact that's having on your body and your psyche. So, once again, if anybody's even sober curious or serious about it, please reach out to me. Uh, I believe I might have some great advice for you. Seems to be working for me and Wilson the Wonder Dog. God bless you. I love you. I hope you're building a life worth living. Get off your couch. All right, guys.